I'll do a quick walk around the car. You can get an idea what it looks like here. I'll try to hold the camera steady. And I'll go a second time around and try to point out some of the chips and a couple of small scratches that are in the car. There are no major dents, dented panels or anything. The car's never been damaged whatsoever. The front air dam on the car has some, standard road abrasion from 46,000 miles. So let me show you a couple of those. We'll start on the left side of the car. You can see right in there, just some chips and scrapes on it. Moving across in the center, you'll see some small chips in there. And moving to the right-hand side, you'll also see some small chips there in the front air dam. On the driver's side, in the rocker panel, is a very small, I guess it's a chip. It's actually been in the car since I first bought it, right there. It's probably about 1/8 of an inch in width. On the right rear corner, there's a very small scratch, about 1/4 inch long. That's my family walking behind me in the shadows. If you look really hard, you'll see it right there in the middle of the screen. It's about 1/4 inch long. The right rear scrape, this is the worst one in the car overall. It's probably about 1/2 inch long, and again you'll see it right there in the middle of the screen. This is the under the hood area. If you look in the center, you'll see the cross tower strut brace. That was factory in 2002 and newer M3s. I ordered the OEM factory bar and just installed it myself. I have the old caps that go in place of where the bar is mounted today if you're interested. It also has a K&N air filter, but other than that it's 100% stock. This car is equipped with power front seats, both front seats power, and each seat has a 3-position memory. You can set the memory to remember the key fobs, and you can program the memory and mirror position setting. I'll show you how it works now. Push number 1, please. And this will move the seat back to my preferred seating position versus my wife's. And it also will go through and set all the mirrors, with the exception of the center inside mirror, which you have to manually set. The passenger side seat doesn't have seat memory, but is full power. My son will now demonstrate the seat movement. Go ahead, Skylar. It's the seat back, tip it up. It's the seat rubbing. Now move the seat forward, and back, and up, and down. Thank you. The car also has 3-position inflatable lumbar support. That's release. That inflates the upper one. That inflates the middle one. And that inflates the lower one. And again, this releases all 3 of them. This is for the width adjustment. That inflates the width. And that deflates the width lumbar inflators. In addition to tilting the seats forward, the entire seat mechanism actually swings forward, giving you extremely good access to the back seat, which was great for me when I was putting kids in car seats. Skylar, can you show them how the seat flips back? That was the swing back, and then the seat tilts back. Give it a good push. Not good for 7-year-olds, I guess. In the middle of the back seat is an armrest that folds down. Could you fold that down, Skylar? And then move to the side, please. And then behind it is a ski bag pass-through. Can you pull this top off, Skylar? And push down on the switch and you can fold that down. Let's see if you can get this. Push down on the circle in the center. And then there's a ski bag pass-through. You open up, and that's a ski bag there. It's actually never been used, so we're not going to take it all out now, are we, Skylar? The trunk can be released three ways. It can be released from inside the passenger cabin. There's a switch. It can be released by grabbing underneath the handle right there, or you can push the key fob, push, and the trunk will pop open. In the trunk is the multi-disc changer. It's hidden behind a little door. Underneath the changer is a little storage area where you could put a cassette or CD holder rather, and it holds 6 discs in the changer. I also have a extra oil quart container that velcros onto the side in the truck. Underneath the rear trunk deck is the spare tire kit, which is not a spare tire, but is a cigarette lighter adapter compressor and a can of slime. I have used the compressor, but I've never used the slime. The back seat in this model, in addition to the ski pass-through, has a 2/3, 1/3 split. Go ahead, Skylar. You release them from inside the trunk, and you can open them. Please open the other side now. Either one side at a time or both. They operate independently. There also is a small set of tools that come with it from the factory, and all the original tools are still there. Here's the gauge panel. I'll do a key up. You'll see the maintenance indicator, and then I'll start the car as well, and you'll see all the check lights extinguish, with the exception of the door, and then the mileage will come up. So it's about 4,925 miles to the next service. All the lights go out, exception of the parking brake, which is on. I can take it off, make the brake light go off, and the seatbelt light, because I didn't have my seatbelt on. You'll see the actual miles on the car right now. It's 46,805, and yes, it's 75 degrees here in Phoenix. If you're not familiar with it, there's a very nice handy trip computer. It's also on here. You can toggle through. There's 135 miles since I last set the trip meter. I'm averaging 19.7 miles per gallon. I have 185 miles till empty. I've driven an average speed of 32.9 miles per hour, and it's 6:14 p.m. I typically leave it on outside temperature. It's just my preference. That's all. As you see, the car is cold. It's warming up now. You'll see on the right-hand side is the coolant temperature. It's warming up. Tachometer. Below the tachometer is the oil temperature. Speedometer, of course. Gauge. And indicator lights. It also has indicators for any doors being open. Has indicator for low coolant level. Headlights being on. What else? Indicators for bulbs being out. Indicator for low oil, check oil, add oil mostly.
Bad tire.
Yeah, and some other ones. That's stability control in the center there. If you disable the stability control, that comes on and tell you you're driving with stability control disabled.